Next up, Javon Bullard, another safety from Georgia. RAS score 8.24, which is good for a safety. His size, they got it as poor, but his safety, I mean, it is what it is. Weight 198, only had 16 bench reps. His 40-yard dash is good for a safety, running 4.4. 20-yard split is good. 10-yard split is good. Shuttle for a safety is darn good. I mean, just his change of direction is excellent for a safety. Got good hips, and his three cone is good. His three cone is okay, but that's still good for a safety. Javon Bullard was the mainstay in the back of that Georgia defense, always setting guys up, putting them in position to to make plays. And Javon looked like a pro already. Already. What you see on tape from Javon, Chris?
Man, I've been waiting for this dude to come out of school for a minute now. I've had my eyes on him. Just watching other players, you study other players in previous drafts, and he's like, who the hell is this little 22 dude?
Mm-hmm.
He's just all over the place, constantly making plays. And he looked like one of the lead, because last year, Jalen Hyatt, you would see dudes that were scared to line up against him. And Bullard, I saw him line up and press him with confidence. And that was one of the only dudes I saw really be able to do that. And not to say that he could keep up with Jalen Hyatt's speed or anything like that, but just to have that kind of confidence in your ability and not back down. And you read up on him and you see he was not one of these 5-star recruits who had a whole bunch of notoriety coming out. This was a dude, 3-star guy, had to work his way. And he got into the defense and carved himself a nice role early on. And you don't really see that from dudes coming out of Georgia. And this dude was a one of the main firecrackers for this team as far as getting everybody hyped up, getting everyone getting everyone hyped up. And that kind of reminded me of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
Just one of those crazy dudes that you need on your team. And sometimes that gets him in a little bit of trouble, like a couple years ago when he knocked out Marvin Harrison in the championship game or the playoff game. I forgot what it was, and he knocked him out. But that's just the way he plays. He's a physical cat. That's what he wants to do. And Georgia moved him over to safety this year to try to get him around the ball a little bit more. For me, I think his best spot is corner, slot corner. I think that's his best spot. I think that's where he can do a lot more damage as far as impacting the game and being able to blitz. I don't really want him playing deep safety. To me, you kind of wasting him playing him that far back. You want this dude at the line of scrimmage, either in coverage or you want him affecting the run or blitzing off the edge. And this dude. He's just fun to watch. He's probably one of my favorite, probably like my top 3 favorite defenders in this draft.
Again, it's crazy. Like we don't talk about these dudes before we get on here. It's because I got right here. I'm gonna just jump to this one. He says better closer to the line of scrimmage. That's one of my notes. It's better close to the line of scrimmage or as a half field safety. But I got in bold, better close to the line of scrimmage. But what Chris was alluding to earlier, he was second team All SEC. He was the defensive MVP of the national championship last year, the year he knocked Marvin Harrison out. And he was also the defensive MVP of the semifinal that year as well. So the 2 playoff games, the year they won the national championship, you're looking at the MVP of both, the defensive MVP of both games. So that tells you how good of a football player he was with all those studs they had on the team. With who was the Georgia rookies this year? What's the big boy from Philly? Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter,
yeah. And the edge guy from Philly.
Nolan.
Nolan. All them cats that went into the league this year. This dude was the defensive MVP on that team in the national championship game and the semifinal game. This cat. Well, I got coverage on lock, route recognition, high football IQ, gets his hands on footballs, whether that's for interceptions or PBUs, comes downhill in a hurry for run fits, and he's a great tackler. And then I got, he's better close to the line of scrimmage. And I said, he looks like a pro already. because he is a pro already. He just looks the part. He looks the part. He tackles well, covers well, gets people lined up. And in that system, you kind of got to be, because you're on a team full of pros, and if you're commanding those guys, you're a pro already.
Yeah.
Because not only are you commanding elite athletes, you commanding elite egos.
Right.
If they listen to you, you're a pro.
5-star guys listening to a 3-star.
Right. And that means, that says a lot. That says a lot. So somebody's gonna get a pros pro, and probably gonna get a leader once he get into whoever picks him up, and he gets in there and figures out the nuance of the team. He'll rise to the top of that and probably be the leader of that team within a year or two. You know, rookies won't come in and be the leader unless they're probably a quarterback. But he'll get in there and figure out, you know, the way it works, and as soon as he get like reps in a game and figure out the system, he'll be the leader of the team not long after he get there.
Yeah, I